Yeah, let's see if you get big on TikTok first.
Dude, the TikTok. You wanna?
Yeah, love to.
You wanna?
You wanna go into this?
No.
Let's get into this. Why? Okay, as an artist, it is discouraging sometimes because like we've spent so much time developing our brand and our sound and putting work in towards what we're going to be as artists. And then now TikTok has happened where I've benefited from what TikTok is as a songwriter because of like Morgan and stuff like that, where things take off on TikTok without us knowing it's going to go. And then TikTok viewers or whatever say, hey, we want this. And now it's there. That's great from a songwriter perspective when you get to bypass kind of the label A&R system. But it's shitty as an artist who isn't popping on TikTok. All right? Because I get the paradox. Like, yeah, as a writer, it's like, yeah, this song's popping off. But as an artist, it's like, why I can't pop on TikTok. Like now there's people, labels are chasing like quick 10-minute moments, 2-minute moments on TikTok.
100%.
And putting aside people that have spent 3 years on their artistry because they didn't pop in 30 seconds on TikTok. Is that frustrating? We don't have to get into the label shit. It's just
no. We can go anywhere. Like I'm here to speak the earnest truth. Okay,
we're just being earnest.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what the catchphrase is. I'm learning. All right, so I think my vibe on the entire situation is basically, for being in Nashville, I've been here about 8.5 years at this point. I'm not a unicorn like yourself.
8 years is a good time to be here.
That's good, right?
You've been here.
Thank you. And so at that point, judging this situation, if we just drop TikTok into this whole thing, have I been on TikTok? No. And it's not by choice. It's just I got very set in my ways for what I did to build my community and my fan base and how I've kind of done everything. I watch what's happening with it. Like, in no way am I like watching something being like, I mean, sure, you watch things all the time that you're like, I hate this and this is god awful. But at the end of the day, like, I don't mind the hustle though. Like anyone that has
it's hustle, a thing. You're committed to making TikTok videos,
bro.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. And at this point in my life, like with quarantine hitting, like TikTok blowing up and all this stuff going crazy, I'm going to have to learn how to shift certain things in my life to kind of sit with the times and what's happening in that situation. It makes me sound super fucking old, and I'm not. So,
but that's what sucks about TikTok is like it makes young people feel old because
dude, what the fuck is going on?
16's old now, dude. I got Chinese food with Delaney a couple nights ago, and I was coming out, and in the parking lot, there were these two girls. They had posted their camera up on like the tailgate of a truck, and they're sitting in the parking lot doing their like
their dance thing.
Dance thing,
dude,
and I went with my. Walked right past my car with Delaney sitting in it with my bag of food and stood right in the back of their video and was like, and they probably didn't see it until like after I was already driven off and like they had redone their shit. But it's like,
amazing,
dude, the TikTok thing I get, and I'm thankful that listeners can have a little more say in what the mass gets because of it. But, catch 22 because at the same time you've got somebody that's been working on a sound for X amount of years.
Oh yeah.
But just because they don't have a viral moment, it seems less important than here's me doing this now. Boom. It's like, God, you're 17. Like, good luck. That's another thing too. It's like, good luck, dude. Good luck. 17, you just blew up on TikTok. Let's see what that 401k looks like.
I hope you adjust properly.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's going to be interesting. Look, I'm happy to have you on Just Being Earnest.
Dude, yeah,
We're just warming up.
I love it.
I was in a Canadian tuxedo most of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I was wearing a jacket, a Wrangler denim jacket. Shout out Diplo. Sent to me a part of the snake oil package. A pair of retro Wrangler jeans and cowboy boots. But I decided to get comfy for this podcast because I'm comfortable around you.
I appreciate it. It really shows. It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So we're good.
I don't know what, legalities are. I would sit here naked and do a pod with you. I don't care.
I'm kind of with you.
But your jacket's fire. What is this jacket?
My mom got it for me. Go figure. Right?
My mom would never get me anything that
man.
cool.
My mom's kind of dope.
My mom got me this robe. Literally, we're both wearing things our moms got. Look at the difference.
Dude. Shit's comfy, dude. No, I got it for her birthday a couple years ago, and you got to find the right moments to wear it, and this just felt like the moment. So
I think you did a good job today getting ready for Just Being Earnest.
that's what I was thinking, dude.
So you're from Wildwood, Missouri?
Yes, sir.
What's it like there? Is that country?
Yes. But at the same time, like, it's kind of suburban now, I think. A lot of, like, you know, you go to college and shit, and then you come back.
What college is there?
I went to, there's no college there, but I went to University of Missouri.
Gotcha.
And a lot of friends and people you go to school with and everything like that growing up, they moved back.
Yeah.
And so, like, but then, like, now my parents are empty nesters, and then they just moved during COVID to Nashville. So they live here now, which is awesome. And
yeah, I mean, my parents live right across the street from me.
Yeah.
So,
dude, every time I go out, every time I go out of town, though, like, my dogs are watched. It's kind of dope.
Yeah, no, it's great.
It's kind of great.
Me and Delaney are gonna have this kid, and they got built-in grandparents.
That's, like, kind of great
right here.
Yeah.
It is awesome. Now, my dad knows if he walks up my driveway on any given Tuesday morning, he might run into me smoking weed in the driveway. So it's like, if you got a problem with that, hey, knock. If you can't knock, don't come.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, if you can't knock, don't come. I was talking with my mom's brother, my uncle, about this at like last Christmas because we were preparing for what it might be like. My parents live across the street, and my family is super conservative and doesn't drink or smoke or anything like that. Doesn't even cuss. But my uncle, he's kind of with the shits. Like, he'll have beers and probably smoked weed in his youth. And he was like, "Man, you're gonna have to get ready for that." He goes, "Grandma came over to my house one time. My grandma, his mom, he goes, she came over to my house one time unannounced. One time. And that'll never happen again." I go, "What did she walk in on?" He goes, "I can't even tell you." I'm like, "Dude, what were you doing for grandma to be like, I'm never coming here again without calling?" I'm trying to have that experience with my parents where it's like they walk in one time.
Oh, yeah.
And I think my mom might have had that moment where I had in our kitchen, I built like a rolling bar, like the bar cart, right?
Yeah, bar cart.
And I had all of the alcohol bottles in the world on this cart. And my mom doesn't like me drinking. She knows I drink, but doesn't like to be involved or see me doing it. She came over unannounced one time, walked to my kitchen and saw the bar cart. It had like 20 alcohol bottles on it. And like underneath was like all the glasses. And I just remember how uncomfortable she was. She didn't say anything about it. It's never been spoken about. But I just remember like her intentionally avoiding eye contact with it and like asking random questions that she wouldn't have asked if she felt comfortable. It's like, so like,
oh my God, is that new cabinets?
Oh my God, like the cabinet's like, Mom, these cabinets have been here since 1963 and you know that.
Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, my parents didn't drink when I was growing up. Like
they just drink once you did?
Yeah. Like what the fuck's about? Like what is that about? Like it's a real
they drank
thing.
the whole time.
Bro, I didn't drink for the first time till college. I was that guy in high school that drove.
Did your brother drink it all?
Yeah, he was complete opposite.
Are you the older brother?
I'm the oldest of 4. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you know my brother.
Yeah.
My brother does my sound on the road and everything as well, yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. I just was brought up in such a polar opposite household of who I am.
100%.
And I joke now with my parents, it's like my home and family parties is the one place I can't be myself. and it's like so backwards. It's like home should be the one place you're comfortably yourself.
Oh, dude.
Home is the one place I'm like I'm on, dude.
How many siblings do you have?
I have one younger brother. We're both adopted.
Okay.
So
is he out of the house now too?
He's out of the house and he's creating an app with a team of people and has like lawyers doing patents. Like he's going to be
badass. Yeah.
He's going to be richer than anybody I know.
Yes.
But like he doesn't have that mischief
richer
nature.
Than you. He's going to be richer than you.
For sure. He's going to have tech money.
Competitive spirit isn't like going after him. Like I'm rich. Like you're not going to fight about that.
No, he's going to have like tech money. I'm going to have music money. He's going to have like Zuckerberg money.
Okay, that's kind of dope. Yeah.
It's different.
So
I'm trying to be friends with him.
Yeah, what's his number, dude?
Dude,
I'm just going to text him out of the blue and be like, dude,
which phone?
I know all this tech shit. Dude.
Which phone? Dude, he doesn't have numbers. He has like codes.
It's like algorithms?
Yeah, he has algorithms you can reach him at. He's talking to me about like cryptocurrencies and I get like on like a scammer level, but now he's like talking about how to create currencies. And I'm like, dude, fuck. What do you mean create? I'm trying to create $150 to get me through the week.
Yeah, it's like my DraftKings account.
And you're making up your own
as much money as I can. Dude.
You're making up your own currency. Like, give me some. Break me off a change of your gold bond or whatever it's called.
Gold bond.
What do they call
it? Your Kit Kat
Bitcoin.
Bar.
Yeah,
Bitcoin, whatever you want. Yeah, whichever phrase we're going with.
Cool. My brother got so much gold bond, cuz. So let's have a sip here. Also, hey, 1942 tequila. Shout out Diplo. This bottle's about dead. Guess what? This bottle is dead, dude.
It's dead.
So smooth. Didn't have a lighter to light my candle,
It's
but
so good,
smell it. Farted on it. Doesn't it smell like Christmas?
it's amazing.
Got him! Got him!
Yo, is this Tyrone?
Yeah, it's Tyrone, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
Tyrone's candles hit nice.
Bro, Tyrone. Oh man, we go so far back.
How far back?
Like the OG days, man. Like back when I was like,
When you first came to Nashville, it was like right around when he first came?
yeah. I mean, even at the point where like we were playing basketball at the Y with Sam, and that's how it all kind of started. And then I go out on the bus and everything, then got real tight. Like the CMT tour back then, like we were all just homies from day one. Still are.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah, like Van's one of my best friends. Like, just,
Yes.
like the crew is like it's strong, and like everyone's gotten older and married, and everything's kind of it's a little different now. But at the same time, like yeah, Tyrone's one of my homies for days. Like when I first started getting like headlining slots, Tyrone would travel in the van, and there was a time where we're in like Brick Street in Ohio. And he was into the hats at the time, so he had like the.
I know.
You know,
Yeah. We all know the hats here we're talking about.
Old Golden, he had the gold beard too. It was kind of dope. Yeah, and so like he would come out with us.
What a polarizing character Tyrone is, man.
Dude, Tyrone's the best. And
Yeah.
Anyway, so he'd come out and he opened some of those shows, which is crazy because it's like I'd be out there watching him with like Sam Hunt on the tour and like just be like, I'm just the drunk idiot in the back. Like, how am I hanging out with these people? And then I finally get to start touring, and then Tyrone's like opening these like college shows where we're just having a fucking blast. And he's just like he's like he would play a looping show acoustic on top of the bar in the middle of the 2,000 person venue, and that was his opening slot for me to play on the stage at the corner. He would like open up in the middle of the bar with like all the chicks around, like just killing.
So he would open for you.
Yeah.
And then were you opening for Sam, or was this just on your tour headlining and Tyrone was on tour with you?
Tyrone would just come out and open. Yeah. Like, it was
That's
like,
so fire.
It was like before it got
That's
too
awesome.
official in those situations, like the van days, bro. And then
Yes.
like the Sam stuff, I only opened so many different things, but yeah, my first arena show was opening for Sam for 11,000 people in
Oh my
Mohegan
God.
Sun. It was crazy, dude.
That's so cool. I got stripped of that opportunity this year because of COVID. I was obviously supposed to be on the same
I know,
tour.
man. I know.
And I was stoked because, I mean, if you do know Sam, but if you know Sam, like his crew and his team, that's a family. Everybody's.
I built my whole model after a lot of the family aspect of that because it's like I was around it when I first got here.
Yeah.
And watching them and looking up to them and the Skymont House and like everything about it. I did the same thing. I had a fucking band house in Green Hills. Like I did the whole thing like with like my family and everything. And like I think it's such a huge aspect now because even going to COVID, I still have my family around me. And it's all the people I built from day one working on music. So it's so inspirational. They're a great crew.
Totally. I feel like that class of country music artists, Brian and Tyler included, and just like,
yeah,
I mean, Sam was a little bit behind them, but that might be something that's coming back. There was like a 3 or 4 year thing where the
Chase Rice. I mean,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying, where everybody kind of did have that family. And I feel like there was a few years where it wasn't so much that. And I think now, like with a bunch of our friends now too, it's like, we were just at Taco Mamacita with like, we have our crew.
Oh, it's the homies.
And we're coming up together and we boost each other up and it's like, let's get it. It's not so competitive. The competitive nature of it is more an athletic approach of competitive rather than like, me winning means you can't win. It's not that.
Dude, not in our age of what's happening, especially with what you guys are doing over here at Big Loud and like the cool thing.
That's why I had to get the cup. Shout out Big Loud.
No, just like you, Hardy, and Morgan, and like obviously like so many different things, and like you know, we all try to keep the same aspects. I mean, how long you know Tim Penny? Like this crew is like way deeper than I think people even understand.
Yeah,
especially for me being here as long as I have. Like I'm kind of in every crew, and at the same time, so are you. And it's like we can just show up before this to get drinks, and we don't always hang with that crew, but they just like we're like looking around like, oh, we all
know everybody
with the same people.
Yeah.
It's just like not all the time. We're not always just golfing with me, you, and Shay on a course being idiots on a golf course.
Right. But when we do, Dos Equis. No, but when we do it, no, that's the thing. And I was trying to explain this to my wife, Delaney, the other day with like I was a popular kid in high school, but it wasn't like I was more infamous in high school. Like everybody knew who I was through middle school and high school because my dad was a coach and teacher. So like faculty all saw me grow up there. And then students always knew me younger and older because they either had my dad in class or whatever. So I was always known, but I always bounced around circles. Like I would sit at the nerdy table one day. I'd sit with the athlete table one day, and I'd make my own table on Wednesday of a mixture of all three. And then the Thursday was rap days, you know what I'm saying? So now in the music industry, I feel like it's that same dynamic. Like I'm not the guy in town, but I can go sit at any lunch table, and you're the same way too. It's like, there we were. I haven't been with the six of y'all ever at the same time.
Yeah.
But we just did.
That's a vibe.
But I have now.
Dude, it also works that way with like every green room, everything that we go play. Like once this opens back up, like the things that we go do, like it's just like that community. How many times you're gonna say this probably on there in this podcast, but like the community in Nashville is a real thing for sure.
Just being earnest. Just being earnest. Just being earnest. Just being earnest.